Are you suffering from muscle or joint pain? Are you tired of taking medication that just doesn't work? Have you suffered from a stroke or have you been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease? Then visit us at Fast Recovery Human TechR Treatment Center, where we use state-of-the-art technology to stimulate the body's energy system, which allows the body to regenerate healthy cells, all while healing the body naturally. Visit us at our 2 locations. Shop 19A at New Kingston Business Center. Telephone number 876-531-7710 or 876-627-3478. And if you're in Mandeville, check us out at 5.5 Caledonia Road in James Plaza, Mandeville. Telephone number 876-213-1523 or 876-393-1178. Get rid of your pain today. Your recovery will be fast, easy, and affordable.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Good night, good night, good night. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you all, wherever it is that you are joining us from. We welcome you tonight again to one of our exciting conversations here at Track and Field Thoughtnet. We are happy that you are able to be here with us. We have some exciting conversations tonight to come. I mean, definitely we'll be having, as we know, we'll be having a nutritionist in the building. We will be having them tonight, hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed that all will work out. Good night to you, Spiritually Blessed. It's great to have you. I hope that your night is going well, your day went well, and your week last week was great. Good night to you, Zavian. How are you doing?
Good night, Latoya, Clarke. How are you? I'm doing fine. Good night to my viewers, my fans. Good night.
Okay, well, fans know all of these things. Okay. Good night to my family. Let me say that. Good night to my family. You know? Yeah. I guess I can say that. Good night to my family and all of these things. But tonight, I mean, we'll be quick and we'll be fun. Even if it is that we don't get what we want, we will definitely still be quick and will be fun. We saw some interesting things. See if I say good night, Zavian. We saw some interesting things.
Good night.
Happen today. The awards happened today, or the naming of the awardees happened today, and that was pretty interesting because it is different from what we are used to happening or what we're used to seeing. We saw that there was a difference that came about this time around. I think we could talk about that. How do you feel about that, though, Zavian? I mean, about change in it. Yeah.
It's quite interesting and it's something to look forward to. Over the years, we always wonder how can a sprinter go up against a high jumper or a field event person, because it's two different part of it. You have track and field, and over the years we have not separated the two when it come on to awarding these athletes for their outstanding performance over the years. So this time around, I really appreciate it how it was segmented. We struggled last year to even decide how do we compare a marathon runner with a sprinter? How do we compare the stats? Because they are two different events. How do you compare the field events with the track events? And for them to segment it the way they did this time around, I really appreciate it. It brings about a new lightness to track and field. So persons
or should I say, sorry to cut you, or should I say, as our friend would say, or my friend would say, brings about a more inclusivity.
It opens the door to let the world know, and people need to understand that track and field is trying to be a household name in major countries. And in order to do that, you have to segment it accordingly. Because when you look at the continent of Africa grabbing most of the awards this time around, you'll realize that it will motivate a lot of different persons on that side. And then when you look at the field event, you're like, me can't win the field event award because me now compete against the spotlight athletes or the spotlight events. Because all the time the sprints easily overshadows everything else, because that's just what it is. But this time around, you'll see at the Plantis winning, you saw Faith winning, and Faith, if made a black road for Faith. Made I look for every word. Made I look for every word in the Bible, everywhere with Faith in the Bible, and start write scripture on IWF website if Faith never win. She did really well.
A lot of persons had Faith for the win, and stuff. I must say, I embrace the change. I mean, it's not what we are used to, but all in all, I embrace the change. I embrace the fact that it will allow us to see different persons getting a piece of the pie, and not just most time the sprinters getting that, and rightfully so. The change came at a good time. Some persons might not think that the change or the addition was in the right time. I believe that it came at a good time. There are persons who feel like the change happened to accommodate a win for Noah. And I can say that I think,
but then that would be biased though.
so that's why I said I disagree with the thought space, but it's person's opinion. It's person's opinion that that's what it is. However, I as I said, I embrace the change. I am open to the change. I hope that they continue along this line, because normally we are used to just one athlete being the male athlete of the year, the female athlete of the year, the rising star athlete. And I note that they also had a new segment to it where they give athletes who don't run in the inside of the track, inside of the arena.
That's a marathon out of this.
Right. So it's opened that door. That door. It also opened the door.
But hold on there, not to cut it out, Latoya. It didn't open that door. That door was always there. Because remember last year, one of the finalists was a marathon runner, and we were trying to figure out
being a finalist. But what I'm saying, yes, but being a finalist, but the fact now that we are that we are seeing them being acknowledged on their own term and their own right is something to be open and agree.
I think you should still have that one person that is athlete of the year. In spite of you win your category, but you still want that face of track and field. You still want that face.
They didn't give us that option this year though.
No, I know, but I am still saying that you still want that MVP for the year. You still want that exclusiveness to say, "Oh, I'm the best of this year." When you add up all of this,
if they had it, who would you give that
to? Pretty much.
Because remember, now it's not a differentiation between a male and a female. It is one athlete.
No, you still have the male and female. Yeah, we have
Yeah,
to
man,
segregate.
that's what I'm. No, you just said they should still have an athlete of the year. That athlete can be either male or female. So I'm asking.
No. Okay, let me clarify. Clarify what I'm saying. We still need that male athlete of the year, and we still need that female athlete.
No. We're gonna go back. We're going to go back.
My take on it is that it's a beautiful marketing strategy. Beautiful.
Them just open the door. Open the door. You just appreciated it a while ago. Why are we taking it back?
No, I'm not taking it back, but I'm saying it work for the year. You're not taking away that from what it is. You're adding different categories of it. Beauty pageant. So much money. Beauty pageant. Where you said them have what?
No, I mean,
them don't want to spend that amount of money.
Even them just add one new category in it, so three category in its entirety. You are also now saying go back to the one. If you go back to the one, you're going to take away the category. We're going to remove what them just win, what them just give.
It's just like a beauty pageant, Toya. Your best bathing suit, your best walk, your best evening gown, but you still have a winner. It's like any other competition. You're the best one in this, you're the best in this, and there are 5, 7, 8 different categories, but you still have number one winner. I appreciate the different categories, but then you still have that one person that wins. When you combine everything, and you still have that one person that wins.
So
I'm not saying that the categories are not good.
Who would be
for me this year? For me this year, it would have been the Plantis or no one else.
Yeah, but that's what I'm just winning. No. All right, hold on. I'm gonna ask a question. Hold on. The Plantis I can agree with. How would you then say to me that you would have given Noah Lyles?
Noah, yeah.
That pick over a Krauser. Remember, now I agree with you with the Plantis, but you are now picking Noah over Krauser.
Okay, did Krauser win any of the events?
What do you mean? Krauser broke record?
No, did Krauser win any of the category that was named?
Krauser was a part of.
No, but did he win any?
Any of what?
Did he win his field event category? I'm just asking.
He couldn't have won the field event because we gave it to the Plantis. The Plantis is for field.
Okay, so that means that he's not qualified to go number one.
You just said, Zavian, listen to what you said to me just now. You said that you still need that one male.
Okay.
Outside. One second, Zavian.
Hold on, Toya. Before you go any further, let me explain let me clarify before you go in. One male athlete of the year based on what you have won. So a Duplantis and a Noah would be competing against who is the ultimate winner. So if you're not,
but you just use the example of the beauty competition. The person who win the sectional prizes doesn't mean that they get.
But it adds to their points.
Zavian, we have to listen to each other. The person who win the sectional prizes doesn't necessarily have to be up or is not necessarily up in the top where they might do the question. So Noah won the sectional prize in this case. The Plantis won the sectional prize in this case. I ask you, who would have been that one male that would have won the athlete of the year for you? You named the Plantis and you went back and named Noah. And I just simply ask, so you would have chosen a Noah to win the athlete of the year 2023 over, for example, Krauser.
Yes, and why would I say that? Because Krauser was not good enough to win Athlete of the Year for field events. Based on what they have put on the table now, and based on what they have illustrate that they are using as markers, I'm using their markers. If Klaus had win Athlete of the Year for field event, pretty much they are telling me that what Klaus has done, Duplantis has done better. So Krauser would never be in the conversation of being Athlete of the Year if he can't win his individual category of track of field events. So I'm going based on the markers they are set down for me.
If they did not put this separation, who would have been the Athlete of the Year for you?
It would have been Duplantis.
Okay. You're a very hard marker.
It comes with the territory.
Give that to you.
Because if you're putting Krauser in the conversation and Krauser not even can beat Duplantis. So how can he be Athlete of the Year? My opinion.
It's of the year. It's the body of work.
Yeah, but then his body of work should have trumped Duplantis to win.
Not necessarily. But it's your view.
If he can beat Duplantis,
who can beat Duplantis?
Duplantis is just one of those. The event Duplantis is in is one of those events that can be, how would you say? Oh, let me see if I can find the right word to say it. You can set those events. You can set his event. He can break the record 7 different times in one event, in one competition, if he chose to, because he just needs to add a centimeter to every mark. He knows he can jump 10 centimeter more. He's not going to put the bar at 10 centimeter. He's going to put it at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 7 different world records in one event.
Okay.
So an event like that, if you want to break the record, let the organizers put and say, since you break that record, I need to set a new world record, not you setting your own record knowing that you can jump it. I am putting the bar at 10 meters more. Jump it, and that's the world record. You can't just add centimeters to your world records and then consider it world record. You already know you could have jumped 11 centimeters. So you're just tricking the crowd that this is a world record. It's not a world record. I'm setting the world record based on my potential. Organizers need to understand that about that particular event. Every other event, you have to jump, run, throw to break that record. He's setting it himself. He's jumping against himself. Once he breaks that record, he's going to set it at a height that 2 more centimeters up, me can go over that. 3 more centimeters up, me can go over that. No. But since that's the rule of that event, you just have to take it as it is until them change it.
But Krauser has broken world records this year, which is his own world record too.
Yeah, but
so that's the reason why. So that is the reason why I was asked if you would have trumped him over that.
So if I understand what you're saying, but Krauser couldn't trump Duplantis in the field part of this award. So it's really very harsh. He couldn't make that cut, and they gave it to Duplantis.
I never thought that Noah was way up there for Athlete of the Year. Standing by itself, my opinion. I never thought he was in the running of being that one person. I actually had Duplantis, I had Krauser up before Noah. But they have split it this time around and done that.
Because you have to take into consideration the politics of the sports too. The US need to market LA 2028 very well, and IAAF has to play into that part of marketing. And you have to consider Europe is I will call it the home of track and field. You got to play into that too. So you have to split it that both continents get a piece of it, or all the continents get a piece of it, because you can't neglect where you want to grow. We never know. World Championship might just end up in Africa. US need to market the sport with a face that they can sell their population to say that this is coming. We need you to spend your money. We're gonna need to get TV rights and all of that when it reaches to LA. You can't come at LA and the stadium empty. We don't know US politics already. Half of them athletes have maybe not even get visa for come at LA. They better start look for visa from now.
Have a point. You have a point.
So we know where it's going. No leeway no make for athletes coming to the US for no event at all. So we gotta look into that point too. It's a marketing strategy that goes both ways and money spent. Somebody whispering at somebody ears and say, yo, you have to split it this year, you have to change it this year, because for the next 2 to 3 years, we need everybody to be happy for this to work. Everybody have to be happy for this to work, you know.
Repeat the sentence.
We have to split the award so everybody can be happy.
What is everybody? Okay.
No, all federation to be happy.
Okay, understood.
Federation.
So my note. So they got it right then with the females.
The females are good. Anybody that did expect Sherika to win would be delusional. Or Shakari.
Shakari wasn't in the finals.
Oh, me did stop follow it after a while. But me did just call Fate win, done, cut and clear, and wait for them. My host left me alone. But we do have controversial topics to speak about. I think Latoya don't want to speak about most of it. One such is my topic. My thing is, how do we finance taking care of our athletes, and which athletes will be taken care of if such a program to come about? It's been a burning topic on social media based on publications from athletes saying that they're not being taken care of by particular federations or organizations. So I beg to talk about the financial side of actually running a system or running a program of such, in that when you speak about athletes' well-being, where do we get that revenue from to support such a program? Person says governments need to come into play. Person says that the federations can be able to fund such a program. I beg to differ, because it's not as easy as we put it to gather revenue to support such a program. It would be really a good initiative to put in place, but persons and organizations would have to sit at the table and decide, how are we going to formulate such a program so that we can have financial help for not some, but all of our athletes. But then you need to start taking into consideration the number of sports that we do compete in, for example, in the Olympics. And then you're going to think about all the athletes involved in all of those sports, plus all the potential athletes in those sports, and how do they make the mark to get support from federations or get support from the government. So it's really a topic that we will look at come 2024 when we talk about the financial aspect of a day-to-day life of an athlete and how do they maintain their financial stability, or how do they able to achieve their priorities when it comes on to being a national representative in the sport. So that's pretty much it. I don't know where Latoya went, but we'll talk. Any questions, any burning issues, we'll be able to discuss them. We're wrapping up 2023 track season, but good news is that 2024 track season has started also. We had 2 events over the weekend where we had just high school and professional athletes just loosen up for what 2024 season will entail. We had the NCAA open up their indoor seasons too, so something that we're going to pay close attention to in that within that collegiate season, we have potential athletes that will make their national teams to the Olympics. So it's something that we'll follow closely. I know Jamaica's quite a number of athletes competing for places. Wilbert, we started discussing the athletes of the year. We spoke about the breaking down of the categories. They actually put it in different segments now. You have field event, you have outside of the stadium events, and so it's actually cutting the pie in 2 pieces, or better yet, many pieces. So all events will get recognized this year, in that we had the field events athlete of the year, we had quote unquote marathon athlete of the year, we had this track athlete of the year, and that's really good. And that's really good. So that's really good. Latoya just leave me by myself. May I struggle. But anyway, I can see your comments. Yes, there were some new categories this year. Well, they revamped the entire awards ceremony this year and made it different. Different is good. I hope they continue along that line, be innovative with it, because track and field actually need new visions so that we can keep our audience interested in our sports that we love so much. Can't be the same thing over and over. Now we can look forward to different segments of track and field. Most persons don't pay attention to the field unless they know a particular athlete. Most persons don't even pay attention to the sprints. Most persons just know about
My apologies. I left you all by yourself.
Oh my God, me a struggle. Me catch my breath. Me have to pray to Jesus. So I'm going to say, faith. Let I have some faith.
All right, Wilbert, I see that you're saying we didn't do the discussion as it relates to athlete of the year. We started there, and basically we were discussing that the fact that they have added a new category to what we're used to, and that is the aspect of things where they have now separated the athlete of the year to give us an athlete of track and an athlete of the field events, and therefore the field events, all of them, it takes in all of them. So once you are, sorry, for me, I am believing that going forward, what it means then is that in the finalist, the finalists that will be compiled will then have both. If it is that they keep it the way that they did it this year, it will always have to have a mixture of both of them, the track persons and the field persons being a part of the finalists so that they can pick from it. Or what could maybe happen is that they will have them now separated. So you'll have a pool of track athletes being in that pool, I'm just saying, and therefore have a pool of field athletes being in that pool, and then we have them. Zavian was saying that it would still, it would have been a good look if it is that they still name a athlete of the year. So you will still have, outside of the categorized athlete of the year for those two categories. Zavian was saying that it would have been good for them to still have the athlete of the year outside of the categories. I somewhat agree once it is that it is good and okay for them to do that. Therefore, this year we saw Noah Lyles getting the track athlete of the year, and we saw Mondo Duplantis getting the athlete for field.
My question though, Latoya, why did we have to wait until the award ceremony to figure out? I'm not seeing any information out there that it was going to be separated.
Nobody knew that it was going to be separated until today.
So
Something may have happened while that they took that stance. Wilbert is saying that they should probably add few more categories. I do believe so too, Wilbert. I think they have the capacity,
because it rubs a little for you to separate it now. I think what it had done to this year, for example, field athletes, it robbed a few athletes that could have been notable mentioned. We have the Jamaican trio, we have the Jamaican quartet of our jumpers that did extremely well, but didn't make the cut.
But did extremely well for who and in what capacity? Don't be looking at it that they did extremely well because they're Jamaicans, but it's extremely well on the broader.
On the broader side they did. On the broader side they did. So
when did they do it on the broader side? Because we never saw a full length or a full capacity of one such person. And we spoke about our 3 Jamaican athletes, of one such person, of one such person in that of the former world champion Tajay Gale. We didn't get to see Tajay in the scope this year.
But Latoya, but mind you, track and field has changed so much that even the Diamond Leagues doesn't facilitate these events that much. So you will
and
never.
That is why now they are, and that is the reason why. Go ahead.
We will never get that chance to have that scope to see anybody unless it's World Championships. You have to take that into consideration.
Field events have Field events have their place when they do get to be showcased. Let me say that one. However, you made the point of saying that we won't get to see them, right? You have to remember though that I'm still coming back to our trio that you mentioned. They were exceptional for us Jamaicans. And I'm still gonna hold on to the point of we still did not get to see the former world champion.
But the playing field is never level when it comes on to how you want to see these athletes.
And that's the reason why they now add that category so that they can get an opportunity to be recognized.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I go back to my first point to say that if you had separated it from the get-go, these athletes would have gotten they would get mentioned. They will be mentioned.
I don't think they would be. I don't think they would be.
Okay.
Because for one,
I follow long jump. Hold on there. I follow long jump and triple jump. And I think it's only one or two athletes out of that pool that made the final 8 that had jumped consistently over the year. They skip. No long jump athlete had jumped consistently over the year.
So therefore, they wouldn't have been recognized then. No, but they weren't exceptional because the categories for exceptionality.
Okay, so the Plantis, because the Plantis agent can get him into every meet that is possible, and he can afford to go in every meet that is possible. He might go win every year then.
Well, I mean, you're seeing that happen. The reason, okay, I like the fact that you bring up that point. The fact of the matter is why I appreciate the addition of the category is that naturally, normally, every year, most times, is a sprinter winning this thing.
Okay, looking with little vision. I know it's not the Plantis' fault, Wilbert, but guess what? The category create theme then. Because of the only field athlete
with Rojas.
No, hold on there, Toya. Hear my point? Is the only field athlete plus Rojas that jumps at majority at least 85% of every meet every year. Unless Rojas is injured or the Plantis is injured, you can sure they're showing up to these events. So these category, shut your eye blind, them win.
However, all right. However, they took in consideration indoors also, because that's where Rojas made her she indoors outdoors. Same with the Plantis. Therefore, what I am saying is that if they did not add this category to say track and to say field, we would have seen Duplantis win and Faith.
But guess what? If take Faith out of it, Rojas would have win with her eye shot if Faith never in a category.
And Rojas has made her name and stamped the guard. We saw that this year, especially. I mean, Rojas on the last jump, Rojas is like Ibagwan.
I appreciate the category, but I don't think the playing field is leveled.
That is the reason why I said come.
See, some Wilbert said the categories added to give Rojas and the Plantis the medal.
No. I not at the Plantis the medal. I do believe that the Plantis would have gotten the athlete of the year for on the man's side.
Not in this politics. Not in this politics world.
If it is that they had given for me, they created it. One, I would partially agree with you, Wilbert, in terms of the Rojas aspect. They would have created it as it relates to her that way, one. But also, I do think that they created it also to give Noah. I think Noah, because I don't.
I'm sorry for Noah. Noah, they're sorry for.
No, Joe.
Okay, just say that.
No, Joe, me love you, but this a trip, you know. As I Wilbur, before you came, I said that yeah, exactly. Wilbur, agree with me. Really and truly, the category was added so that Noah could not get it, and it's as in relation to them, you know, his country hosting down the line.
Stop take my point. Says Zavian coined the theory.
Zavian, coin my thoughts.
Come,
So,
give me kudos to my thought, my theory. Come, put respect to the name. More my slice of the pie too. Come.
all right, Zavian, well done.
No, I'm gonna change my name from Zavian Javin Duncan and name myself Z Analyst. Not the analyst, you know, the Z Analyst. Okay? For 2024.
So what I was saying earlier also, Wilbert, is that I hope that going forward, they will separate the categories now so that we will have, you know, persons in their specialty in their own category. So we'll have people, we'll get to see more people of the field. And then on the flip side, we'll get to see the competition as it relates to the track. And therefore, yeah, it's a good to see Noah getting, because he's working overtime to get track popular. To Zavian today that I throw my support behind him. This also because he has been working on affecting and effecting some solvent of change of how people see track and field and what it can be like. And I appreciate that from him. In terms of when I saw him all docked out in, you know, that full black leather suit, it was really a good look. And I can see and understand his thought space from that, because it's really good to be able to see your favorite, or to see elite athletes, or to see athletes on a whole, before and after, what they look like before they take the track, instead of just seeing them in the tights or the panty or the bodysuit and all of that. I appreciate that. So it's a good thing for him. I think it will boost his confidence and continue to assist him in achieving what it is that he's trying to, or he's working towards achieving.
But then comparing, and this is me comparing now. You're saying got World Athlete of the Year doing the same thing that Noah.
Doing the same thing that Noah did? No.
Yeah, winning gold medals.
No. Two separate comparisons. Noah is Noah. Usain is Usain. You know me well at all. Noah, Usain are Usain.
I went on the website and I'm just reading, and they're listing the reasons why they give them the titles.
Okay, go ahead.
Noah got the title because he won the double plus the 4x1.
The 3 gold.
And the 4x1. That's the only
reason.
No,
that's 3 gold. Yeah.
3 gold. Yeah. That's why they ranked him as the better one.
No, for the better one. Okay, continue.
So why is not the better one this year? Who is better than him this year?
Remember, now we know it came down to 5 finalists, and when they broke it apart, he was there for track. Why did they give Duplantis it?
The world records that he set, indoor, outdoor,
exactly.
And the world championship. But and I beg to say that I will say it, in my opinion, that we need to change the rule of that pole vault record, because Duplantis will always be breaking that world record because he can always jump higher. He pulled higher than that all the time. So he's going to move the bar every year to break that record. Until he retire, every year we'll break that record.
You can pole? Can you pole?
Never tried. Black man can't fly.
Okay, thank you. Just want to know that. That's a thing.
But it's true. It's a scientific fact.
Definitely it is. If it is that you're going to change that, that means we need to bring in and tell Noah the time that we want him to run.
No, track is different. Track is different, Latoya. Track is different. If you watch a pole vaulter, no, the pole vaulter set the mark, the high jumper and pole vaulter set the mark that they want to put for the new world record. They are the one that set it. It's not the organizers. Remember that.
Them alone know what they want for your temp. You're done winning whatever.
And if I can jump 5 meters, and know me can jump 5 meters, and the world record was 4.5. I mean, you need to make me want to break the record 5 more times before me retire. What do you think the next mark will be?
So why no one jump? Can you ever see Noah jump very high up in the sky?
Asking girlfriend.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I don't know how you ask me if Noah can jump.
No, I never asked you if Noah can jump. I said, why him don't go jump? I'm not going to feel it.
I can't tell you why he's not jumping. Noah has made the bold statement, and I like it. And a lot of people missed it. Noah said he won 4 gold medals come Paris. Noah won the 1, the 2, the 4x1, and the 4x4.
Yeah, I can't depend on the 4x4. The mix or the flat 4. I mean, I feel
and if you push very hard,
not the mix. My apologies, not the mix. Flat 4.
You can go on the mix too.
No, that
you can go on the mix too.
The mix 4x4 and I feed them ball game. That.
Remember that a lot of people can get visa, and for US win enough events come LA 2028. Whole heap of athletes now getting a visa, and you hear it from me.
Who said no? I got run 2028.
Yeah. Well, don't know.
Wilbert said the markers are set at No, I'm going to speak on that. Wilbert says the markers are set at particular intervals, so he can't set it at half mark. Yeah.
No, we know that Wilbert. It's not really half mark, but we know it's set at particular interval. But he knows the intervals that he can jump. So he's not going to set the interval higher than what he think it is. And if he can jump 5 meters above the intervals, he can set it 2 different times. So it will consider that he's breaking the record 2 different times, which truth and in fact that he could have set the interval at 9 rather than 7. But he will set it at 7 first, break the record, rest on next week again and set it at 9, jump and break the record again because he knows his potential. So it's not like he's saying that I'm going to set it at 9 and skip everything else. He's setting at these intervals to make sure he always has the world record in his grasp.
Who wouldn't?
Smart way. He knows the rules, plays by the rules, and become great.
All right. So tonight we were supposed, let me say something, guys. Tonight we were supposed to be joined by a nutritionist who is also a physiotherapist. However, he is having technical difficulties, and therefore we will not be joined by him. So we're just gonna, have conversation a few more minutes, and then we will leave you. Wilbert, I appreciate your conversation, your that which you are joining in with. I appreciate that happening tonight. Wilbert said the top athletes will get visa. Never at any point a top athlete is not given a visa. Usually someone who would never factor. I agree with that. Name me a top athlete that you can recall has never gotten one.
Well, Let me
One
see.
that would have factor in. That would have never.
Once you meet the standard, you are a factor.
Name me a top athlete that you.
I don't remember.
Can
I mean, Eugene had athletes that didn't show up though.
Athletes not showing up is different from not getting a visa.
Yeah, but it was visa issues. It was travel issues that weren't granted visas.
Well, that's a maybe at the time in the Federation Tech and stuff. I mean, I think you're talking about, it was Omaniala that have that issue. Omaniala situation is total. Oh Jesus, I can't start about it now. Omaniala situation is different.
Omaniala did want to carry entire family.
Omaniala matter here, really? Omaniala alone. We know they have an issue there. Omaniala what they want, you know? That was a total different scenario. And stuff. So that's that. Willie, tell me your thought space on what is happening in the space at the moment with our Jamaican athletes. I can't remember what
I spoke about it. You were listening
to
it?
I was listening.
I tried to be diplomatic.
It is something to discuss. I'm still in limbo. So I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
No,
Once we get our ducks in row, really not know what about yet. Okay, leave that. Really, I posted a post from her on the page. You can go and look, and then we can maybe speak underneath the post. Once we get our ducks in a row as it relates to it, then we can have a conversation about it.
Okay, the problem I'm having with it is that I have one problem. Not a problem, I have a challenge. You see, our media houses is a part of the problem. The way the media house coined that statement to make it come across, it might want to put that athlete in either a favorable position or a negative position. Because
that's what media is for.
I understand, but not in certain sense. You got to be ethical about it. You're trying to sell paper with somebody's reputation. Because me, I go hard.
But it's what she says.
No, it's how you coin the phrase. Me can't say me have cancer and it not associate to me career, but you just put the two of them in the same sentence and take out half of what me did say and just make a sentence with cancer and career in it, and it just sound good. Make sense?
That's what I said. Let's get our ducks in a row, and then we can, you know.
No ducks don't come in a row because I know you don't want to talk about Christopher Taylor. Look like them kill all of your duck them. I don't know what you're talking about. Latoya and ducks in a row. Better I say chicken, and a duck not there above you. No duck not there. Talk about chicken. Him saying can't.
Willie, you can't find the post?
Yeah, Willie, observer of an article.
No. He needs to see the first. He needs to see the first post. And then we can, you know.
Hi, Trisha.
William tagging in that post.
I think we missed your birthday. Happy birthday from Talk Chat Net.
No, not we.
From you couldn't just happy belated birthday, Miss Small. From all of us here, from your family here on this network. I mean, know some people wish you happy birthday, and I them say happy birthday from all of us.
Willie, I think I link you to the post just now. All right. So many. Well, it is. This is Trisha said thank you, Zavian.
Now, get it right, please. It's actually Zavian.
I'm telling you, she laugh. She knows that. But things are happening in the track and field space, and it is and the season really hasn't fully started. So I'm wondering what really is going to be happening, when the season has started. Davian,
Hmm?
your brother said Davian in the.
Kino, nobody not trouble you today. You have time for me.
All right, so once again, guys, I just want to apologize that our guest that should have been here is having technical difficulties and unfortunately is not able to join us tonight. We were just trying to do the last try just now, and therefore we realized that it's not going through for them. So we will have to, try and figure it out as best as possible, for us to have that conversation. So therefore, we embarked in having the conversation surrounding the new categories that was added to the Athlete of the Year, and stuff.
Sorry, Kino, get well soon. Come up for here. Go outside, get some fresh air. So now at Jamaica, no, yes, by, can't tell you by what. But anyway.
Maybe it's too, maybe it's too good naturalized.
By default, he's Jamaican. He spent most of his time here in Jamaica.
So we hope to see what's going to happen for 2025. But when we said 2025, Jesus Christ, 2024.
2024 is very interesting. Kino, go to bed. You need prayer. You need prayer. But it's really an interesting season to come about. Everybody has to run. We have some spaces where it look clouded. One of the races I'm looking forward to see because I've been following one of our athletes and I'm wondering what that team would look like. The 100-meter hurdles for men. That's an event to see.
As you touch on that though, blessings to you, Sister Claudia. Good night. As you touch on that topic about that, I mean, we have been seeing in the space where our former Olympic
Omar look damn good.
Is training, with his little sister, as he rightfully says, and that combination is really looking good. I hope though that he keeps that form, continue to get better, and so that we are able to see him come trials, see him in the space for the 2024 season, and come trials, we know that will be a race to watch. I mean, my brain is already boggling as it relates to when that list come out for the entire trials to happen, what it's going to be like, because remember now, Olympics doesn't hold any prisoners. It don't give you a bye. You have to do your times within the window. Waiting to see what Omar McLeod. Omar is gonna be good. I think he took the time to work on his technique and balance his speed and hurdling. I definitely agree with that, Kino, because he looks really smooth, like the Omar that we are used to hurdling over. It never look from what he has put out. He never look wobbly, meaning confused, in the later part before he took time out. He was just seeming a little bit confused, discombobulated and stuff. He's not looking like that. He's looking steadfast and his speed. We know that Omar has speed. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Trials is gonna be lit, definitely. And I mean early time, because the season hasn't fully started for them as yet. But early time, I will definitely say that the men's hurdles, 100 hurdles, is the one to watch. I mean, for Jamaica trials, we're looking at Answer Parchment. Once Omar stays the way he is and stays fit and ready, we're looking on Answer Parchment. We're looking on Omar McLeod. We're looking on Broadbell. We're looking on Bennett. We're looking on Asin. That's 5 names, and Olympics only take 3. That's just 5 out of 8. So, and people can spring up. Tyler, oh, Jesus. See the HP, good evening, HP. Tyler Mason add to that 6th name. Unfortunate that we now know and have confirmed fully that we basically will be losing Levy in that mix, because we would have been looking forward to see him. But I mean, that is 6 names that can do any damage. For the past couple of years, that's about 3-4 years, Orlando Bennett just squeezed way upon a little team there. It is just. I pray they don't say uprightly. Trisha, if the answer name ever go far, we will just. What I pray for, what I hope for though, for Answer Parchment is that Answer don't get injured before the finals. God have mercy. I pray that. So that on the men's side is going to be lit. When we talk about his training partner, wow. The woman hurdles. The woman sprint hurdles is going to be one of the talk of the town for Jamaica. It's just one little country. It's very appalling. Dejour Russell have quite some way to come for me. So I will wait and see. I mean, there's a lot of things on the calendar for Jamaica track and field. I'll wait to see what. I want Dejour to trim down. Dejour for me, HP kind of gotten a bit bigger than I'm used to, and I feel like it is holding him back. It is, Yeah, he didn't look so bad.
It never looked bad this season, but if you're calling what the season was to look forward to project what the season will be, the hate is just one of them events the way you will make the semifinals and don't go any further. It's even hard to make the finals now, looking at the lineup that we're trying to name. And we always have that dark horse that comes out of champion, out of boys and girls champs. We still have that dark horse that we expect to come out of NCAA season. We still have these athletes that need to make their name too. So there's your pretty much do the work.
So there's work for him to do. He trim down and get
him just pretty much do the work. Because Dejour is at a place where high school class 1 will say, I can beat you.
Yeah. I like this comment from Dave. Dave said events at national trials, which is the Jamaica national trials, can generate more global buzz than the Olympic Games themselves. Jamaica national trials can do that.
Dave, the government will not spend $1. I mean, I call a spade a spade. The government does not believe in sports to develop our society, and we are call it as it is. Thank God we have special athletes and superstar athletes that make our name on the international scenes, but the government will not invest any money for the development of. No, they will not, and they will not do it in the upcoming future. It's not in their budget. They are doing it with every sport. The only reason why we are still here in track and field in Jamaica is because we keep on pushing out these superstars. The moment we start pushing out these superstars, we don't have a track and field culture. We don't create a track and field culture. We have superstars, not a culture. Because people now, for one, now paying the money going to stadium and prefer stadium yard. Stadium can't full. We have a boys and girls champs culture. Why can't the stadium full for trials? And we have, in every event, we have world champions. Come on. We can't full, national trials can't full the stadium, but boys and girls champs can't full the stadium. We have a boys and girls champs culture, not a track and field culture. We're supposed to be able to pull that stadium come trials, because we have at least 2 or 3 athletes in every event come Olympic and come World Championship. Jamaica don't appreciate what they have. The government appreciate it.
Zavian, yeah, draw. HP say, why you want draw out over here?
No, I'm not HP. Long time we not talk about the government just slack. I see somebody post it about the government need to do this and government need to do that. Government will not do it. Mr. Finance Minister not going to invest no money into track and field. Bob's the Grains now putting the money in a sport. Shit on gender.
Zavian.
Listen, it's what it is. Gender minister.
Zavian, you have little juice beside you?
No, it annoys me.
I'm asking, do you have little juice beside you?
Okay, let me drink some juice. Come, some rum. Some Jamaican rum.
Drink something, please. I'm not saying you don't talk, but just not eat off our head over here and make us more heated than we are.
No, my weather cold up as a 860 cold. Winter.
Yeah, so Wilbert said drink some water. Drink some water.
Yeah, some white rum and water, Wilbert. Jamaican rain, nephew, and some water. But come to think about it though, when last have we used sports as a social development?
No, go there, sir. Zavian, no, go there, sir. We never use that. Let us just go back to let us just go back to what we are looking
for. You said so. Dave said it must garner global buzz. Dave,
no, I'm said Jamaican trials always do that.
Let me put it out there for people that don't know. There are more foreigners in the stadium over the last couple of years, more than Jamaicans. People that fly into to take. Come on, Taya. May I talk about important people, media houses that came into Jamaica that invest more money into that stadium than our own media houses that are in Jamaica. Come on, Latoya. Don't do that. NBC come into Jamaica, spend more money than TVJ and CVM. They brought better coverage.
I haven't taken my pill from morning. So if I allow you to press my button like me and over here, I'm going to drop over a chair. The HP, I say. A lot of people flying and watch.
Wilbert, they are not Jamaicans because they give up their citizen a long time. They have other books. We're not talking about those persons. We're talking about person who work next door to stadium, will live over Mountain View, live over Nannyville, not even want to go in a stadium and go watch.
Because they're not avid track and field fans. That's one. Also, you can't say that people who gave up their books is coming to Jamaica. They're still Jamaican.
You know what I mean.
They're still Jamaican. What I mean. If we take aside as you just,
Wilbert, they not even jump the fence. Wilbert, them prefer jump the fence, the boys and girls champs. They not jump the fence for Charles.
Because they're not,
because
they're not, Zavian, because they are not avid track and field fans.
That's what we're saying. That's why we're saying that we don't have a track and field culture. It's a difference. We don't have the culture. We support superstars, not culture.
We never had a track and field culture.
That's a lie.
We never had a track and
That's
field
a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. HP, tell her says a lie for me now, please.
We never had a track and field culture. If we had a track and field culture, we would have been able to do sports tourism. Capitalize on sports tourism.
We do sports tourism. We do sports tourism, not for track and field. We do sports tourism. We do a lot of sports tourism that you don't know about. We do a lot of sports tourism.
What don't mix up?
A lot of colleges.
Don't mix up champs culture with the track and field culture.
Sports tourism is one.
That is the reason why. That is the reason why. One of the reasons why some of our junior athletes do not transition well into becoming a senior, because the hype and the hype and everything is in champs. The same way.
I saw your post. Don't use that alone. Don't use that alone. Don't use the hype alone.
The same way that persons say that NCAA burns out the athletes, I would say it is the same thing that happens in champs, through champs, with champs. And therefore, at times, we tend to see that persons who do a lot of work in NCAA for the win of it, in the moment, sometimes don't matriculate or transition well on the senior stage.
I understand that, but our track culture, and I'm from an era I'm from the 2000. I'm the 2000 baby, and I went to KC, and we had superstars.
I agree with you.
We had superstars at champs, and we had superstars at many schools, but they did not want, or our culture was not to use track and field to go to a senior level. They didn't want senior level. Champs was an avenue to get education.
And that's what I'm saying.
It was an avenue for education.
Wilbert says everything stops at champs. Coming over onto the senior level, it is not it. And also, we are seeing, so let us have the conversation somewhat with that post. Miss Clunis has made a post that is crying out for help. And she's saying that she's not getting any help as it relates to from 3 organizations, the J3, the JOA, and the governmental organization. And she coined her words to say that if you are not a top athlete, or you're not a sprinter basically, or in the top 3, you don't get any help. And I brought up this because of what we're talking about in the instance of things stop at champs. Wilbert says champs is an avenue to go foreign. Therefore, meaning persons just want that opportunity, and they took that opportunity through champs to get what they would have wanted and try to achieve what they need. But when they're in the senior aspect of things, it becomes totally different, because here is now the reality of things. I believe that track doesn't, the money not in a track. And money is not in fact on a wide scale basis, as HP said, the organizers need full factor for track and field is lack of marketing. I agree that marketing, the marketing strategy is lacking.
But it boils back down to it's not only the marketing strategy when it comes down to track and field. It boils back down to the athletes and what they want to sell to their thing. One of the thing about track and field is that I prefer watch it on TV because I get a replay. I get to see the athletes a little bit longer. When I do have a Shelley and Fraser lining up for an event, I only see Shelley. Let me compare two sports. When I can sponsor a football competition because I'm going to get my money's worth, and which mean that if I sponsor Adidas for somebody on a football field, I'm getting 90 minutes of airplay. When I factor in sponsoring a track athlete, that's just only one. And this is where I will commend a Noah now that he want to market a little bit better. The athletes need to understand that they're a product too. I can't ask an organization to market something that the athletes are not a part of. Because if I can market a product so damn good and the person who that's supposed to show up, not even want to give an interview, not even want to wear the brand, not even want to wave and smile to the camera, not even when them done the race, them walk around the field and say, thank you for coming. How it's going to work? No matter how much marketing guru put it out there, if the athletes don't put themselves in the place to develop their own sport, it will never happen right now. Because I can market it up until thy kingdom come. Listen, if a Shelly and a Elaine or a Sherika don't walk around that field to sign autograph or to meet the young girl that's on the sideline and say, yo, let me take a picture with you, them all of them just shoo, run 10 seconds and just shoo, down back in the can it done. Cannot work that way.
But Europeans pull the stadium every time when there's a track meet, no?
Because they do something different. When Shelly them go to Europe, they walk around the stadium, show the flowers, give them, they sign autograph, them take picture. When they come home, they don't do it. It's a big difference. So that's the athlete problem we have now. The athlete prefer do it at foreign and not do it here. So we'll get better. Nobody now come and stadium come watch it for 10 seconds. Not even a free photograph me can get with you.
Well, I go stay them all the time and watch them for 10 seconds over, but free photograph thing is a very common, it's a very common assault. And I smile when I say that because
listen, not everybody want to take photograph with you. Smile again.
No.
HP, even if the organizers converse with these athletes, the concept in these athletes' head will never change. It's hard.
No, they can't say will never change. You can't say will never change.
HP, the best thing that happened, all on the TT. The best thing that have happened to track and field over the last 2 years is that nil deal. You know what it forced our Jamaican athletes to do now? To be like, so when they come to Jamaica, they have to be in the social media sense. So I wish some of these older athletes had that opportunity to realize that money was in it from that to be presentable. That's my take on it. These older athletes.
Which older athlete I want to have realized that. To have known that.
Alien needed to realize that from the get-go. Alien need to realize that from a get-go. You saying it was always a bubbly person. Asafa will never not want to talk to anybody. But you have
bubbly is presentable.
Listen.
That's what you're saying. I'm asking.
Listen, okay. So let me compare two things. Let me see if I can use a comparison. Me, I'm a dancehall artist. Everywhere me go, somebody want to take a picture with me. Somebody want a picture there. Dancehall artist, me a talk about, me a Dexter Dabs.
No,
Everywhere me go,
not
somebody want to take a picture with you. No matter what time, early morning flight you're on. All right, use a Taurus rally because I know him personally. No matter what time Taurus come to the airport, it could be a 3 a.m. flight. If someone that admire Taurus come over and say, "Can I get a picture, please?" Taurus will wipe off his face and smile, all if him know want smile and take the picture. Fast forward now to one of our superstar athletes come at the airport with them pull over and somebody say, "Oh, that's my superstar athlete." Young girl, budding track star say, "Oh, can I get a picture, please?" They're not even look around for you. If you take that picture there. You have to be realizing that.
I said it because Saturday I was at the stadium and I saw one of our athletes. She's a senior athlete and she wanted a flag. So Friday, because Friday is our school play. She wanted a flag of her school, which she didn't have. And she turned to a female to ask her for the flag. While the female just asked her for a picture.
A picture, and she said no.
She tell her.
She tell her no. Say Taya. She tell her no. You can't get no more interview with that athlete. The athlete know you more than you know her.
Weird enough, I sighed when I saw it. I sighed when she told the girl no. And then to come back, she want the girl to give her flag free.
We have one of the good things that happening with track and field is enough of these athletes are retiring soon. We have a new era of track and field.
That's it. If Kino did that, Kino that's it.
What she said, bright. Okay, Trisha, enough of them. No, we have to call a spade a spade. We need
no, Trisha, she's very bright. Very bright, Trisha. That's what my exact thought was. But you're bright.
No, we need to change the culture.
In a nice way, but yeah, exactly.
We need to change the culture of our athletes. The older ones done gone through the gate already. The younger ones realize that.
Will be say Ati would have benefited greatly from that. Him say VCB when she was the queen would have benefited. She is now in some ways benefiting from that. And he says Bolt definitely would have benefited greatly from it. And TikTok.
No, you tremendously TikTok to the name in Bolt.
No, TikTok would have rename it Bolt.
Yeah, it would have renamed Bolt X.
No.
Or something.
Some X.
Yeah, some X.
Lightning.
But
lightning something. Yeah. But Mr. Willie, me tell you the truth. She me don't know what she think in her brain. After me the year now, you want to know Willie be the year, me I say, boy, when me see her, I was coming to my car and I saw her coming to the back. And I say, this girl coming back to Jamaica to train. I need to have a conversation with her. And then me see the girl asked her for a picture. And she said, no, me turned right off. Then later on, you want the girl flag?
Over the years, there are a few athletes that shun public. And I think that it was wrong. Over the years, most of these senior athletes will turn away persons that are interested to get a memorabilia from them. And I think that was wrong though. It's part of what the problem is in Jamaica. I would hope, and HP will concur with me, I would hope that people would realize that we do have a good thing going until I do have a notion that we are in a declining state of our track and field. I don't think we have that potential to go back to that high. We're just going to be there, and it's just going to be just level out like everybody else. I don't think we're going to find that spectacular come on next 2 years, because the world is doing, the world came, the world saw, the world studied, and is doing more than what they're supposed to do to beat us and get better. We are here thinking
Them
that
are rich now
our
when they're
legacy.
spiritually blessed, and them are going to say, you see how some of them little juniors here, but just have
Yeah,
come up in a senior work.
yeah.
Glory.
So we realize that the world came. Um, we'll use the US young athletes. We use the Caribbean young athletes that are budding talents that will beat our juniors on days, and then can beat the juniors on some really good days too. So we be mindful that, thank God for the blessed land that we have, that we produce great talents. But what happen when for our next track cycle we can't find a talent there? We struggle to find the male talent after Usain left. We're still struggling. This last season was maybe the best season after Usain Bolt. People say history has proven that we always find a female to come back and get better. Fine. But the history never, we didn't read the other part of the history. The US and other countries are producing the same talent and even better talents now. When we look at Ashanti, we look at Arj, we have young female athletes that are waiting to win.
I just start about Georgia gonna.
Yup.
Why? Are you going to Georgia go and create the
So
havoc for Texas?
not really.
Okay. Just asking.
Texas,
And
and I have to,
Brittany,
I have to be mindful that the tactician let Clemson, so Clemson go put them foot in the race. They have signed a lot of young stars that could be not, that are efficient to win. They will win. They're efficient. They have enough to win. Don't count them out. They're particular with the persons that they sign in and about superstars. So
the era those tough talking and bravado us American, who when you saw people become fearful. Yeah. We I believe that
no, people
have been we have been struggling. We have been struggling before the era of Usain Bolt, in terms of when it is that the reliable four stepped aside. When it is that the reliable four stepped aside, that is, Asafa, Lester Carter, Michael
somebody say
Jordan.
your bossy person secret.
You see one athlete on Instagram, I'm glad about boss, only if you see her just hold up her hand and share. Sorry for your urge. When those four guys stepped aside, we struggled. Even though we felt like we weren't struggling, because here comes back Asafa, who broke the world record and was doing him thing, but we were still struggling because Asafa is just the world record holder but not winning. Here comes Usain Bolt, and he gave us that time. So in that time with Usain Bolt, we had Usain Bolt, we had Johan Blake, we had a one-off with Warren Weir there, and then but the moment that went away, moment Usain said, "Listen, I'm done enough." Back
one
to
of the
square
problem
one.
one of the problem is Latoya, and and a lot of people don't realize it, that when we did Panam the other day, right? Use the US team as an example. The US sent a contingent almost 80 persons to Panam. All their youngsters went into championship. They compete in every race. Jamaican that's supposed to have athletes that can represent gonna come out and say it's the
Making
end of the
themselves
season.
available. It's athletes
Yeah,
making
not making
themselves
this.
available. No, you can't fight them.
Yeah,
You can't. That is not a J. For me, that is not a
no, I'm
J3
not saying
issue.
J3. I'm saying athletes. Athletes issue. No, I'm talking about.
One second. Sorry, Trisha asked a question. She said, "VCB has done so much. How is it? How it is? I don't see Jamaica put her on a pedestal like a Jacko or let us stick a two.
Personality,
Let us stick a two name.
personality.
Let us stick a two name. Jacko and a Shelley. Because Zavian just hit the nail on the head when he said the personality. Because we don't put Elaine on a pedestal because of one her personality, and we don't give Elaine nor VC the accolades, as you are saying. I honestly say you honestly don't feel VC the accolades.
Okay, can I say something before you're going further? Elaine caused this on herself. When Elaine just came on the scene,
it's a VCB story.
It contributed to VCB. Elaine is not where she's supposed to be, because when she came on the scene, she had that personality where just turned everybody off from her. It's hard to win back hearts when you listen. It's hard to win back hearts.
What did she do that did that?
Elaine wasn't approachable, you know.
That's
for
her
2-3 years. No, hold on, Toya. For 2-3
she's not
no,
approachable.
Toya. 2-3 years, she weren't approachable. Even when she win and come off that aircraft, she was still not approachable. When people are celebrating her, she still
think that she is not approachable.
No, hold on, Toya. I can speak of experience. She was not approachable. I think people who hold that against her.
Zavian, you're using the word was, and was is in the past. And I'm saying people still, which is present currently, don't think she's approachable. And that is her personality.
Same thing with VCB. Same thing. I'm getting that's why I'm getting to VCB now. What VCB represents as a humble person, which persons didn't take the time out to understand her personality, affected her legacy now, that people don't speak much about her because she wasn't on the forefront as the other two that put themselves out there.
But okay, when you have a job, you tend to say you don't speak for yourself, you let your job speak for you. So whether her personality is that she is not outspoken and she's not out there as the other two is, she has stamped her guard. She has made her feet, done the work, show what she can do and what she is capable of. She has affected.
That's not enough. That's not enough. That wasn't enough. That wasn't enough.
The body of work that she has done is supposed to be enough.
No, it's likeness. It's likeness.
No, Zavian. No, that when if you have no job, then that's what you can feel is not gonna go well.
I never said that she was. I'm not disputing that she's not supposed to do the body of work, you know. But it's not everybody appreciate the body of work.
You are saying the personality make you get it, and I'm saying it cannot be.
Listen, the younger generation don't care how much you want to do. And that has been proven over the last
I'm not
season.
talking about it's not the younger generation giving nobody no accolades.
Okay, VCB.
Younger generation may not know who she is. VCB is the most decorated athlete Jamaica have. VCB have a medal in every walk of the track and field era. Baby don't
and
right
and,
up.
and if somebody come and just have one gold medal and a better personality, somebody always gonna call the person the better
But that's
personality.
happen now. That's happen now.
Yeah, so
We're ready
that's
to
what
call
it
people.
is.
We're ready to call people. We're ready to call people go because they run one time and still don't break the record. Yet still you can't name give the name of sport when they have done a double that no one has done, and also hold the second. That is what we're saying.
No, it's not about. It's not. We're not talking about the body of work.
People, what is the body? I work. Me, I work. So my personality is supposed to affect
because what we have seen now is that our sponsorship that are sponsoring these athletes will sponsor anybody without even body of work.
I'm not about sponsorship. We're talking about Jamaica now. The recognition from she's talking about recognition from the government, etc. Bear in mind that Dr. Shirley and Fraser Price got a statue before.
And it come back down to politics. VCB will come out and tell us if we vote. VCB will bring likeness to the party. Okay. Be quiet. We say likeness to party. Likeness to party. Likeness to party. When you talk about government and government doing stuff to certain athletes, is likeness to party. What can you do for me now? What recognition can you bring? What underlying issues can you fix for me? Come on, Taya. Let's speak about what it is. Why PNP government never make the statue and GLP make the statue? Why it have to wait until certain government in a power for certain things do? Come on, Taya, man. And what you can do for me now? So BCB could do nothing for such man. Such woman can do for such man.
But such man jump up and rep.
Hello, look on the constituency where such woman come from. Look which constituency where such girl come from and such prime minister come from. Do the maths. Do the maths.
Yes, Trisha said freedom of speech. For now, Trisha, you see the freedom of speech story there in a word of Jamaica. Yeah. The last man with the freedom of speech, a banning get banned for 2 years and in profession.
Well, me not working in politics. Me not working in politics. Me not working in politics to get banned. Nobody can tell me say me in no institution to say you can't work.
Spanish Town.
No. Constituency is down a Waterhouse.
No, man, ask where him come from.
Spanish Town. Upper St. Andrew.
Up at the upper lounge. Kino, you needed.
Not a PNP area, Wilbert. JLP win down there.
But it is serious though. HB said this is the problem with the world in the 21st century. Your body of work don't mean nothing. No wonder people now push the quality of work anymore. I so agree.
HP, you work on workplace and you work, but you don't laugh with the boss. I know you get the promotion.
That's true. But the originals them I get a recognition for true.
Sister Pierre Waltham.
Hello? You see, Trisha, you say you can't? So true. Tell him.
Which minister me say? Me say such man.
Address such man as whoever you're calling such man. That's what you know?
Such man.
Not
listen
how he's doing things. Respect nonetheless. It's true. Yeah, you have to do that. But it wasn't. But you have to be mindful though that it wasn't the prime minister who made the thing happen. The statues happen.
It's his party. It's his party.
It's the sports minister who did so. But the problem I had with it is that there were persons such as Veronica Campbell Brown. Oh, it's Wilbert talking. Sorry. Okay. Such as Veronica Campbell Brown. That when I heard that that's the statute. Not that I have anything against Shirley and Fraser Price. Let me get that clear, because persons, whenever I speak on stuff like that, they think that I have something against her. Not that I have anything against her, but this is my personal opinion, no, and not the opinion of Track and
Zavian Duncan.
or Zavian Duncan, but of Latoya Clarke herself. When was firstly announced that the statue was going to be done, I was appalled. I was shocked. I was like, how do we get there before? How do we get there before we get to doing VCB?
It's like this. It's like this, Latoya.
But as you said, it's lightness, and it is not the body of work that has been placed in. I mean, I remember I myself personally cried when VC won our first goal. I mean, singing the national anthem there, it was so prideful. It was so honorable, and I've come to realize that now it's just a thing. You win it, and you go up on there, and that reverence is not being displayed fully in its entirety anymore. And so, yeah, man, VCB should get status before everybody in this era set, because she start the rush for gold in the new era. Make a leap for. I'm crying over here. I'm crying, and let's see me wipe me eye and I rub it out. So look at tears that drop at me eye. I feel like that too. I mean, I thought she should have.
What I think was disrespectful is that when Sherika won the 200 at Worlds the other day, people make it seem like it's the first it has happened. The time might be good, but then you have persons who have done the body of work more than once, and have done more than what she has.
We come back to Veronica Campbell.
People have not recognized what it is, but the advent of social media and the persons who you have writing your articles and the person who you have pushing your name come a lot to say, because
the only thing for me that Sherika Jackson has done that Veronica Campbell has not done is of the time. Because this has been happening forever. But people have short-term memory. We long-termly forget about Merle Nutty. When there was nobody else, we forget about Merle Nutty.
Yeah, but you have a Beverly McDonald, you have a Taylor Lawrence, you have so many persons that have done the work.
Wilbert, the only thing Jocko has done is the time is different. VCB has won.
Nothing else.
VCB has won.
VCB has won. Shelly has won.
Both Olympic and World Championship. In both 1 and 2. Shelly and Fraser Price has done that. The time is different. And we're talking about, let us put it there. We're talking about the gold medal, because if you ever put Merlin in there, persons are going to say, getting goals. Let's talk about the gold medal, people. Veronica Campbell Brown, Shelly and Fraser Price. The only thing Sherika has done that also
she done the 400. And people might say because she run the 400.
No, we are talking about. No, I can't put another 400 back in there because brands, baby. That's why I'm using the
brands she get.
The only thing she has done is the time. People also short-termly forget and disregard totally that in this era, Elaine Thompson era has done what no woman has done. Being the double, back to back. But yet still we don't even recognize that. You get what I'm saying? Even when we're going with the gold thing, will be. Remember, I said the gold thing. Advanced goods get over there, and therefore I'm using gold people to match gold people.
But some persons must remember that she didn't do it all together. She changed events. Sherika has not touched a 400 meter internationally.
And it's just one. It's one event. It's one event. She have the goal in, and that is the 200 meter, and the time goes with that. BCB has it in the 200 meter and goal, also in both sections. It's just that she didn't run the time that we are now seeing happening in this era. Shelly, if we're going to use the 200 to run and get goal too, just that she hasn't run the time. So why we're quick for say the queen, but not quick for crown the queens that was before this era? That's what we are saying.
Likeness. Whosoever you have writing your articles, and whosoever pushing the card for you, or pushing the envelope.
For me, the goal nowadays just come like a common assault. When like people like Uno drink water very regular, come like a common assault.
Okay, my thing is, let us see if longevity goes
on.
along.
The 200 goal was 93, 95. You meant HP.
Let us see if longevity come into play. Longevity.
Politics. So remember very quick. Let me speak about it's right. Yeah, 92, 95. I mean, we're forgetful because as you rightfully say, Zavian, because it's not the personality that we want, or we're not seeing the personality that we prefer. Why the recognition is
I can use Katie as an example.
Katie's a very good 200 meter runner.
No, nobody put Katie in a category that she's supposed to be, because she don't talk and show off like an ex female athlete where love dress up and party and go to the road and take pictures.
Spiritually, we are saying is not personality is running, it's body of work that you put in is supposed to be the pay way, but that's not what we are seeing happening. Me say nobody, me not see who else ever make Jamaican ball, because not when Bolter win, people are ball. Hello, when VC win the first goal, man, I think I world ball.
But then you reach VCB, nobody even give Navin Williams-Mills credit for what she has been through.
No touch that up.
You understand?
If I touch Navin Williams, I can go back to Miss Clooney. I mean, I want to go. Yeah.
No, I'm just calling out athletes. A Melanie Walker.
No, I mean, let's go Dion Emmons before we get to Melanie.
We got Dion Emmons.
New era. The Melanie is new.
No,
era.
but Melanie did it.
Dion. People don't even recognize Trisha Williams, the jumper girl, where Shanika was, where Shanika has been chasing that time there, at 15 something there. Yeah. You call all the name that person, huh? I'm just saying. But it's just will it no matter about it. People
Bridget Foster Hilton win medal too.
people that as HP said, Lorian Fenton.
Yeah.
And we need to be lobbying for something like that. Because Dave, thank you for correction, but Trisha Williams, Trisha Smith, me attack, bro. Ben up foot, sorry. My girl, I used to love seeing her jump. You know, I don't think I should even lobbying for that. It should come as a no-brainer. But we're very forgetful. Eh?
Why it come as a no-brainer? Would you tell us the people in charge of brain?
Trisha, the computer them get tea for me. It's what Trisha, the computer them get tea for me. So me. Trisha, if me start on that.
Trisha, let me answer.
Trisha,
let me answer your question. Me not finance, Trisha. SSL is run by the government.
This is track and field. This is not SSL.
No, hold on, Trisha. And they put persons in place to protect the integrity of the company. And this man, we're in a good position. Theme laptop get thief, where the government put in place. The government to hide something.
Spiritual blaze. We see the commentator there and that race. If I could have choked him. Because I know me can't see Kim Batten. And all in the pan. Here comes Kim Batten. And he I mean, I say, I want him so. The man say, here comes Kim Batten. And this is Kim Batten. Where Kim Batten there? I'll be a seat. At the end,
But HP is it for triple jump? My problem with triple jump is that we don't highlight it when it's happening in the stadium. Them have other stuff happening. TV on break.
It's not a Jamaica. No, it's not a no. It's not a Jamaica.
Yeah, but no, it's not a Jamaican thing, Toya. We understand that, but we have national flag bearers jumping that people would love to see. So let us change that.
So that's what HP said. Look at even Kimberly Williams, who kept our triple jump alive from Trisha days. Who talk up? You ask people who name Kimberly Williams. HP, they ask you who that. You must ask who that. All they know is Shanika Ricketts. Is Mrs. Ricketts. No, this is not Mrs. Ricketts, but we're just saying, you know, but that I thought them easily forget. Them easily forget. Who even remember Daniel Thomas dad? I mean, yes, she's a new hero, but who even remember Daniel Thomas dad? When last somebody hear Daniel name? I mean, it was pride when, you know, Daniel first time to show. And I'm like, yeah, we're not going on all over this song. You know, angle the bangle. Yeah. We're very forgetful. Really? They came back to something every time we think about it. We drop over, turn over. It is like a racehorse. It's like a racehorse in that run. You know, you hear them do racehorse and them ride the horse and I go. So yeah, people a lot of them is caught up in popularity. Them. It's not. I mean, I know it's the love, not the. It's as if them do it for the love. I do it for life. So you know.
And a fundamental problem is for the love and not the like is our sponsorship. They're buying out the sport.
Yeah.
So people might have said that Puma done great for track and field, I would agree, yes, but they could have done so much more. Those sponsorship that they had given to Usain Bolt could have been a billionaire. He could have gotten more money. People saying get all heap of money, but there's more. There's always opportunity to do more when they do. When you go to the negotiation table, that's what it is.
And Kim
So I
Patton is
mean,
over the third hurdle.
it comes down to organization and the organizers when they take on sponsorship, because even this is track, but even in football, schoolboy football, sponsorship is like cowband school, because they must spend their money. They want the same thing with Grace and boys champs. They want to put their rules into play. The man
But
never
why you
come out say for
liar?
ban people. The man never say for come out and ban people.
Why you liar? Why
Listen,
you liar? Why you liar? Why you liar?
the one with them ban. Rasta. So me not a liar. Me not need to have no liar to talk the truth. Free speech. But them are going to put stop order for my immigration passport. When me come to Jamaica, them put stop
All right.
order
Okay.
so
Okay.
immigration ban me.
Okay.
One phone call.
Here comes Kim Batten. Here comes Kim Batten. And Kim Batten is over the third hurdle. Here comes the Jamaican up on the shoulder of Kim Batten. And Kim Batten said, Jesus have mercy. Okay. I got control. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight with us, for joining us, for just having a conversation. It was a fruitful conversation. Once again, I apologize for our guests not being able to join us, but conversation was very fruitful. Thank you so much, Wilbur. Thank you so much, spiritually blessed. It was great having you to have the conversation with you. HP always big up, done right through up. Let's turn around, Duncan. Thank you so much for joining us. Dave, we appreciate you being here. Trisha, my darling, thank you also for being here. And we definitely enjoyed the conversation. Hope to see you again soon and hope to have another fruitful conversation. HP said that commentary remind me of a certain commentator. Trump that age. HP, that for go right there. So HP, you had to go right there.
HV is a Calabar fan.
In the
I'm gonna buy
5,000 meter between
a
Benson
KC
and
tie
Calabar,
this year.
Rogers. Benson
I'm
from
gonna buy a
Calabar
KC
and
tie. What happened?
the commentary reminded me of a certain commentator, Champs 2018, in the 5,000 meter between Benson from Calabar and Rogers from KC. All in the panel. Rogers need to step up the pace like him, sister. Rogers couldn't escape Benson. But I remember that. I mean, and as you say that, I know that Benson himself, Rogers himself, as chosen a college and is overseas and is not running track. Definitely, let me say that track was not his first choice. So therefore, boom bam to go because through track window, but it's not. I hope to see Benson coming for the 2024 season. I would want to see him more. As you mentioned his name, I hope to see more of Javon from JC. I know he's just recovering from injury. That when we had trials this year, he was here, and I was speaking with him and was just checking in to see what was up. And he was expressing that he got injured and all of that, and therefore set all the time to recoup. He ran last weekend, and it was really good for him. So it was good seeing him putting himself out there, for the Ivy League university where I attend. So I'm looking forward to seeing Javon here at trials. I hope I will be able to see events, and that would be really good. Just to see what our babies look like now that they have grown and what they can contribute. It would be a good sight. I really, as I said, that I immediately have a flashback memory to our boy. Oh glory. HP rhyme of his name. You know who I'm talking? Or long distance runner that his heart gave way and he no longer run. His name is right here on the tip of my tongue and just not coming out.
Campbell.
Kemar Campbell.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kemar Campbell. I don't remember his first name. I remember his last name, Campbell. From Belfield.
It was really nice
from country.
run then. And therefore I would love to see. I know that Mr. Anderson is swinging that flag in the 800 meters, carrying that flag for Jamaica to have one person. I would love for another male to come up and join him, whether it be in join Anderson, whether in the 800 or put their little touch, their little black, green, and gold touch to the long distance. I mean, we see where Miss Aisha Pratt Laird, is putting her touch to it, and contributing and dropping her contribution towards the long distance, and giving Latoya Goose some company. So I hope we'll be able to see another or two males on the male side come and do that. We're realizing that the black, green, and gold is spreading their wings right across the track and field fraternity, whether it be locally or globally, and that is really good. And so I'm looking forward to it. Once again, as I said, trials is going to be lit. But yeah, thank you so much again for being here with us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, wherever it is that you are joining us from. We are happy that you are able to be here to stick with us and stay with us as we have one exciting conversation. Thank you. Continue to walk safe, be good, and be great. Have yourself a great night. Good night, everyone. Happy holidays to you also, HP. When it comes.